the community that we have is really personal growth oriented, and we're all really striving to be our best selves. And so I learned a lot more about obviously sales and business, but what really stuck out to me was how I was changing as a person through my sales rep experience, through my assistant manager experience, through my branch manager experiences that have shaped me into the person that I am today. I'm Steph Helgeson, and I am from Woodbury, Minnesota. So before starting with Vector, I worked at just a restaurant that was down the street from my house, and I was not making great money. As you can assume, I was just hosting people to their tables. But then I heard about the job from an Instagram story and decided I wanted to give it a try something new, get out of my comfort zone. I would say there's always some negativity that goes on. People don't really understand what it is that we do here and what our mission is. And when you come from an outside perspective, people often don't have the understanding. Whereas if you actually try it out for yourself, you can actually gain a better understanding of what the job actually is and how it works and how the systems work. But of course, there was some negativity of people saying, "You're selling knives? What are you doing?" Right? And now people these days congratulate me in my success and are always asking, "How can I get started?" or "How can I get in on what you're doing too?" So I would say my favorite story, actually, I'll just tell you a recent one here. I had messaged a woman about doing a presentation with me 2 years ago. It was a month after I first started with the team and the company. And at the time was really busy, so she said, "I can't do a presentation, but let me mail you a check because I know you're working really hard and I admire it. I'm in entrepreneurship and business too." And so I was like, "Really? You don't have to do that?" But she mailed me a check, and then I always kind of kept her in the back of my mind. And I checked in with her every now and then. She would check in with me and always supported me. And then last week, she messaged me on Facebook Messenger and said, "Hey, I think we need some new knives, and I remembered you, and I want to buy through you." And it was one of our bigger sets. And so obviously I made a decent amount of money from that connection that I made 2 years ago when I first started the job, and fostered that connection to then finally get her into my customer base, and being able to support her and help her get what she needs is really cool for me. What's really surprised me the most was the amount of personal growth focus that Vector has. I think going into it, I just expected it to be a sales job, doing business, and I didn't really expect anything special out of it. I was just looking for a way to earn some extra money. I think one of the favorite things from a lot of students is the flexibility, because we can really pick when we work, and that does come with some difficulty. College students having to schedule themselves can often be a discipline thing, and that can be slightly difficult. But when you overcome that and realize, I'm going to work at this time and that's when I'm going to work, it really allows you to cater your schedule to your needs, versus working at another job where they say you have to come in at 8 a.m. and you can't leave until 5 p.m. And I think one of the things I like about the flexibility with Vector is that you can make a bunch of money in a little amount of time, just in a couple hours, or doing a presentation or going to the team meetings. There's always learning that's happening. And it's nice, especially as a college student. I can always shift around my meetings or decide when I'm going to make phone calls. And that has been really helpful for when my weeks are a little bit busier, or maybe I have a more free week where I'm able to do a little bit more. I can always make more money through putting in more effort, and I like that correlation a lot. If somebody's on the fence, I would say just give it a shot. There's no harm in just trying it out and really seeing for yourself what it's all about. It's not about, am I committing to staying at the company for 5 years? It's just about giving it a shot, because you never know the growth, or the financial growth, the personal growth, the people that you'll meet. You just never know what can come out of it and how it can change your life. And so I would say just take that chance, take that bet on yourself to really open your perspective to trying something new and really just seeing where it takes you.